Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live. I'm Tracy Shuchart, senior economist, and here's what happened while we were away. On the geopolitical front, there is still no sign of progress in ceasefire talks between the U.S. and Iran after the worst burst of violence in weeks, and as the Tehran-backed Hezbollah militia rejected today a U.S. brokered truce in Lebanon. They said they refused to abide by the conditions of a ceasefire announced by the U.S. State Department. Iran's foreign minister said negotiations had stalled with the United States. The strait is still closed. Mortgage rates, the average rate for the 30-year fixed loans decreased to 6.48 from 6.53, Freddie Mac reported today. In AI mania, database startup Supabase, which makes back-end tools for building artificial intelligence apps, said that it had raised $500 million at a valuation of $10.5 billion, in the latest sign that venture investors are seeking to pour money into all corners of the AI market that are showing signs of growth. Supabase valuation has roughly doubled since its funding round in October, riding the wave of vibe coding, which allows developers and people without technical skills to quickly build apps and programs through simple text prompts. Kalshi is developing a new interface for its highly engaged traders to track the company's prediction markets. The product, which they compare to a Bloomberg terminal, is currently in alpha testing. Features will include tracking popular contracts by 24-hour volumes across various categories, the ability to see all trades as they're actively placed, and also to view individual contracts order books. Users can customize their interface to see event contracts related to their own portfolios and are able to manage multiple positions in varying markets at the same time. Traders can also enable an option to reduce friction to place trades. Moving on to market internals today. Note on market internals. First, profit-taking AI momentum-driven names is a headwind risk for the S&P. We kind of talked about that, or Craig talked about that earlier this morning. But today's strong breath with new sector leadership and a broader bid for recent laggards suggests perhaps capital is actually rotating rather than leaving. The immediate catalyst is, of course, Broadcom, failing to clear that high earnings bar yesterday on earnings after the market close. More broadly, though, after the rapid run in AI picks and shovel makers, investors are increasingly worried about the road to profitability. The technology may prove transformative, but markets have already priced in much of the perceived upside, while end-user revenue and productivity gains remain uneven. Breadth today is close to 4 advancers for every decliner. So we have a sort of a broad base. In fact, broad-based rally, believe it or not. The only sector in the red is tech, and we have healthcare and financials leading in the green, resulting in a 900-plus move in the Dow today that's heavily weighted with financials and healthcare. Barclays flagged its equity euphoria indicator has reached some of the highest in history. They highlight that this chase for selective momentum upside is also seen in large amounts of U.S. single name options tied to the AI capex trade, showing inverted skew. Well, thank you. We've noticed. Leveraged ETF AUM growth and heavy call buying have amplified the Momo chase. So cooling in those flows now adds a headwind and another source of volatility for that AI CapEx trade. And finally, we have Treasury yields falling today as investors await more key data on U.S. employment picture. We have non-farm payrolls tomorrow morning, and renewed hopes for Middle East ceasefire sent energy costs lower. Yield on the 10-year note, the main benchmark for mortgages, auto loans, and credit cards, have slipped more than 2 basis points to 4.463%. The yield on the 2-year note, which typically reacts in line with short-term Federal Reserve interest rate decisions, lost more than 4 basis points to trade at 4.043. Meanwhile, the 30-year Treasury yield, which traditionally moves on geopolitical events, shed more than 1 basis point to 4.971%. And with that, I will send it to Jim for an edge report.
Thank you, Tracy. Well, let's start with the NASDAQ. Maybe these tech stocks aren't going to be read by the end of the day after all. This is a terrific daily chart here. You can see we're just walking up along that 8 EMA. That's that yellow line I have. Today, we wicked through it considerably. A little bit of worry on my face earlier this morning. We were down below that 23.3% retracement. And I drew this retracement from this May 19th swing low to the all-time highs. And we were down there for a while, so it was a little worrisome. How about this trend line? Just hooking up the two bottom wicks and moving it all the way across. We wick to it again and bounce right back. This is a strong bull market again, folks. No major retracement whatsoever. We didn't get close to that 30,000 level that we talked about in the newsletter this morning, 38.1% retracement. So this is resilient. Is a stock index futures are resilient. Let's go to the 30-minute chart. Sorry about that, and check it out. You know, we have kind of a, I don't know. This is like the Big Dipper formation, I guess. Every time we kind of traded below that one-day min, there's that one-day min right there, Mentor Q level, 3240. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times we wicked through that, but buyers pushed us back up, and a 30-minute candle could not close below that. So this is a really, really, really good area of support. And not only that, right after that IB ended, we just kept cranking up. This is a slow grinding rally back up. We blew through S1, we blew through previous sessions lows, Globex close, JAX 2. Now we're hitting that pivot. That's a daily pivot study above that London IB high. Next target up, 0 DTE call resistance at, it's a little bit of an odd number, so bear with me here while I get my crosshairs exactly right, 3630. After that, 0 DTE support is the next stop up at 3660, and then we have R1 at 709. So this thing is moving. Looks like it's trying to close green today, which it might. Other than that, on the downside, if we do break bad here, I don't know. It might have to be some really bad news on the pike. But that VWAP is pretty far down. That session VWAP, that white line right there, that's all the way down by that S1 level. We'll just call it 3375, give or take a couple of points. Look at how nicely the 9 simple and the 20 EMA are just arcing up higher. This is another bullish idea here with the NASI. All right, let's shoot over to the market that might not be doing quite as well, and you guessed it, the Bitcoin. Let's see what's going on. We'll start with the daily chart here, and well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red candles in a row. That's sessions, by the way, folks. We broke through that March 30th, 2026, 65,105 level. I don't know why I laugh when I see I have May on there, but it's March. A little bit lower here, February 6th, 2026, again, 6205. Didn't get there. Decent sized wick at the bottom of today's candle here, but we're still kind of stuck in the mud, as you're going to see. RSI, again, is oversold less than 30, which means nothing. It's been oversold all month. So it could stay oversold. As an example, look when we were overbought back here at the end of April. We were overbought all the way until 6 weeks later on the 15th of May. So that's in and among itself isn't a thing, but it does kind of tell you we got strong momentum to the downside. And when this thing starts crossing back up toward that above the 30 line, then we'll start paying more attention to it. Intraday, let's check it out. Not a bad volume profile, to be honest with you. It's not the greatest. The Bitcoin, we talked about the volume profile this morning, how sometimes it's a little, I use the word wiry, but it is. But right now, the point of control, we're just trading south of that. It's right by the VWAP, which kind of happens when you get the sideways price toward the end of the day, right by the 20 EMA. Yeah, the 9 simple's kind of moving down. We're below that one-day min. I know it's counterintuitive to think that we're trading below the one-day min, but again, that's just Mentor Q's calculation of expected range, and we hit that expected range and then some. So we're, again, a little bit of a xylophone pattern forming the last 3 candles. We do have S2. We wicked through it once. That could be a play again, 63,100. Below that, really not a lot of targets here. We had early morning lows. Let's just tell you what that level is right here. That was at 8 o'clock this morning. That was 62,330. And then we have the overnight lows, even lower, 61,454. And right now, the commodity channel index at the bottom of my chart is almost zero, suggesting very limited momentum here on the Bitcoin. Again, still a little bearish here. We had a really nice downtrend since the end of the USIB, but we didn't really spend a lot of time below the USIB, so that kind of defined the range for most of the trading day. So we'll see what happens going forward here. That is this afternoon's Edge report, and we are ready to introduce our esteemed panel of traders from all over the country. We have Stowe from Pittsburgh. I'm honoring Stowe with my Pittsburgh hat.
Hell yeah.
I'm not as fancy as your hat, but I'm still honoring you. Salma, I don't have a New Jersey hat. What kind of hat could represent New Jersey?
No idea, but I don't have one either.
All right,
Just
so
a big exit sign.
We can go with that. Sure.
Oh, good. All right. And then, of course, I'm going to have to get an Arizona Wildcat hat to honor Nick. Nick, good afternoon. Good seeing you, man.
Good afternoon, Jim. I do have a hat for you. In another lifetime, I feel like you would own an Italian food store in Dallas, Texas called Jimmy's.
Oh, sick.
No, this is actually real, and the place is actually cool, and it is in Dallas. And it is an Italian, like, grocery, small little hole-in-the-wall shop. But I just realized Jimmy's, Jim, this would actually work because it's sitting on my desk.
Well, I appreciate that, Nick. By the way, I picked up my pencil because I am going to write this down. I have my bucket list in front of me. I'm going to add that to my bucket list to own a little Italian shop called Jimmy's. It's on there now.
That's a good idea.
You should just be that guy doing it in South Carolina. I'm sure there's not many Italian specialty food stores there that you could probably bringing in some goods from straight from Italy.
Yeah, I make a fancy Italian pasta dish once a week here in the.
I love it.
So, yeah. Any event, let's go around the horn here. Stowe, what are you thinking, man? What do you got cooking?
I still have that ad from this morning on at I added at 75.77 on ES. Went to the gym, got some sun, and yeah, I came back. I was like, hey, straight up, huh? I'm thinking about getting out of it now as I'm getting into reverse risk to reward ratios up here. I'm risking 30 points of profit for about, I don't know, 8 more if I get to previous day high. So I'm going to watch for a seller to step in and probably exit and then be done, chill with my friends.
Got it. All right. Well, we're going to wish you luck. Selma, what are you thinking?
Had the bright idea of longing the Dow. It was the strongest one this morning. And now it went from having only 2 out of its top 20 companies being red in the morning, and now it's at 7. So we're seeing a little bit of some selling pressure here, but we are at the 9 EMA on the 30-minute. I'd like for us to close above 577. If we do, then this position should print. I really liked this 30-minute candle close here, the one previous, but we'll see what happens. That's probably the only thing I've got right now.
Yeah, no, we talked about it pre-show, me and you, and I like the idea. I like the trade, so hopefully I'll keep my fingers crossed here, and this thing could tackle the highs again for the day. Hopefully.
Thanks, Jim.
Nick, what are you thinking, man?
Indices doing industry things, so I don't really want to fade this, at least not yet, not until eventually NQ rotates back up towards 640. So I'm looking at gold. Gold's kind of in a weird, interesting looking profile today. So we'll see. Maybe we break out of this little 45 tens to kind of 45 evens and see which way this breaks. Maybe try to play it either side of that point of control distribution that's building out like right here around the overnight VWAP. So maybe a little gold.
All right. Sounds good. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to dip in the chat. Best of luck, and thank you for being here with us on NinjaTrader Live.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
Friends.
Hi, friends.
Hello.
Hi.
How yous doing?
Stowe, you left your desk. I have not even gotten up from this chair since you and I streamed this morning. So
Oh,
I
that
need to
sucks.
evaluate my life choices.
I lived a whole life out there. It was
I mean,
great.
I did too, but in different ways.
Okay.
As you can see, I've been very busy doing very productive things behind the scenes. But no, I need to get out of this office after we finish streaming here today. Go see the sun. It was one of those where it's like I wasn't gonna. It was so close to my daughter's nap time that I wasn't gonna just disrupt the flow and go
Okay.
down and get her excited to see me. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay in the office, and then I never left.
That's my favorite part about your kid is that she gets so excited to see you that she loses her mind.
Yeah, she is me and the dogs. Like when the dogs come downstairs, sometimes like I don't exist. She just gets that excited to see them too. So, but
How old
yeah,
is she now?
she is 18, almost 19 months.
Oh yeah, they're in their like most fun stage right now.
Fun
Is when
is
their
the
personality is developing. No, it's fun.
Fun may not be the right word. Chaotic. 'Cause
Okay,
she
what
is-
would you describe it?
she is the greatest, tiniest little goblin you've ever experienced, and she's the smallest dictator of all time because she can't speak English. You have no idea really what she's saying. She's trying to communicate. She can say a few words, and if when you don't understand her, she will let you know that she's very upset that you cannot give her what she wants in that moment.
Yeah,
So-
I don't know. I would still call it fun.
It's fun. It's fun.
Stowe, did you go in the woods?
No, I just did the incline and listened to Jared Tendler. I did not have time to go all the way to the woods again since I was coming back to hang with Jens. But yeah, I listened to the trader therapy thing from yesterday. That was great.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got 40 minutes at speed 3, incline 15, and did some arm shoulder stuff. Feel
For
good.
speed 3, incline 15. Kudos to you.
That's what I'm up to. I'm at 35 minutes, and then I do the final 5 at nothing, just to cool down. But I'm trying if I can get heart rate zone 2 to exist there and just slowly build the time, I think I can rehab my foot to be able to run again. Because it's doing something. It's getting better. I don't want to get a cortisone shot. I really don't. Because I'm terrified of needles. So,
Just don't look.
dude, do you want to know the truth about me?
What?
I pass out no matter what. Whether I look or not, I get the shot, and then about 5 minutes later, I hit the deck. And if I'm giving blood or doing blood work stuff, it's even worse. Just something about me.
So somebody's always got to be with you when you do these things.
Well, I got to lay down. I got to go in there, and I'm like, hey, listen, I'm going to tell you in advance, this is going to be weird for all of us. Which is kind of how I walk into most rooms anyway. But yeah. So I'm trying to do it the natural way.
Well, I'm with you. I hate blood. I don't hate needles. So when I go for blood work, it is the worst 2 minutes of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I look away and I gotta keep talking to myself so I'm not panicking internally.
Yep.
It sucks.
You guys are funny. I was pre-med my freshman year of college, thinking I was going to be a doctor. I was going to be a double major business and go to med school after. And I
Kudos
realized
to you, Nick.
I didn't want to be in school my entire life, and here I am, a full-time trader, apparently. So that was clearly the right choices were made.
Look at me now.
No, I thought I was going to be like orthopedic surgeon, knee and shoulders.
That's
what I
cool.
wanted to do.
That's a
So
little
when
fun
you-
fact about Nick.
When you got your shoulder surgery, were you like nerding out like a shoulder hobbyist kind of?
I mean, it's my third one of those. So
Oh, right.
I mean, I've kind of know the procedure at this point. Granted, I hadn't had it in 10 years, so I was curious what changed and like in all that discussion with the MRIs and
You did nerd out, is what you're
the
saying.
dye. I was like, so we used this last time. Do we look at it this way? Like, I mean, I'm not in the weeds because I obviously never went down that path, but it was always an interesting thought that I thought I might want to do.
Are you, be honest, are you just getting these shoulder surgeries so that you can nerd out about shoulder stuff with the shoulder guy?
Unfortunately, I am and have been in a bit of pain with the
Oh, right,
shoulders
right.
over
True.
times.
True.
So, yeah, not ideal.
All right, just checking.
I can still go for a surgeon. No, I don't think they want me to do that. And I think we're probably 10 years away from some of these procedures just being done by robotics at this point anyway.
Ah, yes.
Would you guys ever let a robot operate on you?
I'm not the first guy, but eventually, yeah, sure.
Claude, one vasectomy, make no mistakes.
Yeah, I just spent like the past hour arguing with Claude again.
Oh, please click
My Claude
that.
must be like really dumb. There's something wrong with my Claude.
Claude, give me a vasectomy. Make no mistakes. I know it can be
They're just
reversed,
both
but that
dying.
one may not be able to be reversed.
Oh, that was a good one. Oh. Did you get the smart Claude or the stupid Claude today, Salma?
Bro, really, really dumb Claude.
Yeah, he's been around.
Selma, we gotta teach you. Granted, just don't do things during the day. Don't do high input tasks during the normal 9 to 5 hours because you're
Yep.
gonna get stupid Claude.
Yep, that's where he exists.
So like what time? And how do you know this?
Trial and error.
We've been obsessed with
I've
Claude
been
for
in-
like
I've-
6 months.
Yeah, I've been in some Claude holes since January, so it's June.
I even thought to start a new chat and like give it the prompt all over again, thinking it would render some different information. No, my frustration just carried over.
Selma, your first problem is you got to get out of the chat. You got to be using it in the old terminal. Problem 1.
Oh my God, I don't even know what any of that is.
Neither did
You'll
Stowe.
get there. You'll get there. Once you're partying in terminal, you pretty much are the guy running the ship in the Matrix.
You become Claude.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay, listen, whatever group chat you guys have going on where Nick teaches you all this stuff, I need to be included.
It's a DM and a text message, as I told you yesterday. Just shoot me.
Yeah. I was like, can we add?
I'll give you the cell number. You can ask questions away.
Yeah.
I thought that's just like what people usually say, like, oh, you can reach out to me, and then it's really like,
No,
don't
that's
ever.
what I would say
No.
to some rando DMing me, telling them to DM me on X. But you are a friend who I have met out in the 3-dimensional world that we operate in.
Oh, this is true.
Although
I
I'm
missed
still
out
waiting
on
for
the
the
Ferris
Discord
wheel, but
invite. Apparently, Stowe and I are just, Leo's in there apparently, but apparently we're not good enough for.
I got stolen
Oh, I'm in
yesterday.
there now, baby.
Oh,
Dude,
okay,
you
so
should
just-
see the
so just me.
emojis. It's really good.
Yeah, I wanted to see your Pepe game.
It's really
Oh.
good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
She
All right,
she
I'll
was
hit you up after the show, Nick.
It
Yeah, I
was
got you.
properly hyped, I will say. Credit where credit is due.
Stowe just comes in. He goes, nice Pepe's.
I don't have anything else to add. Nobody wants to hear from me, and I don't have anything to say into a Discord.
Zero.
He goes,
value.
nice emojis.
Oh, I did have a business idea because I want to demolish the people that set up trading discords for you and charge obscene amounts of money. I get ads for them because I taught Claude how to one-shot Discord creations.
Oh, okay.
So I just killed that business. If anyone wants to go after that with me, you can take all of the effort because I'm not going to do it.
Sick. I
I'll
think
do it.
everybody should make their own server just so they could see like what all the stuff does.
Yes.
Like everybody should go through that once just to be like, oh, this is how the roles hierarchy exit. Like it's just good to know.
Nick, any shot at shorting NQ 600? It would. I mean, I think we could go higher. I got the big magic box up there in the 600s and settlements up there at 640s, 630 something. So
No,
Also,
I'm sorry. You
there's
cannot
two
join my
sets of
Discord.
single prints.
It's private. There's only about 10 sourdough bread enthusiasts in there. And we're really sticklers for who we let in.
Dude,
It has-
sourdough bread is awesome.
It has to be elite sourdough bread aficionados. So if you feel like you can pass that test And if you have any Pepe making bread emojis, that will help your case as well.
I probably got one of those.
You probably do.
Wait, I do. Hold on. I actually do.
Sick.
Bro,
Yeah,
it's not bread making. Go in this server, Stowe, and just write Pepe bread or look up Pepe bread.
I will. I don't
The
keep
funniest
Discord
thing
open
ever.
while I'm on the thing.
Oh, this
As-
is awesome.
I've got some great Pepes. I literally created my own private server with 2 people in it just so I can have my own Pepes.
That's true.
And then the boys get mad. They're like, because I had it private, so you couldn't
Yeah, but
actually
hey.
steal them. And everyone was like, how are you getting these? Like, where are these? What server is this?
Oh, so Nick, I have something in my server. There's some bot that I
To
have
steal it?
to steal it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
whenever people post good stuff, I'm just like, I'll take that one. But it shows that you steal. So it's not private.
Ah.
It'll send a message like, oh, we just added this successfully. But I can always delete that.
I mean, my favorite ones, Zoomer Pepe is like my favorite. Tinfoil Hat Pepe is my favorite.
That's a very good one.
I have Gen Z Bussin' Pepe now. That's a new one. Some great ones. I say this like I actively contribute in a bunch of Discords, which I really don't.
No, I just go in, say cool emojis or leave. And then
Yeah, like I feel like my
if cool
Discord
emojis
usage,
stay in Discord, if no cool emojis leave Discord.
my Discord usage like has dropped significantly. I'm just too busy.
I feel like somebody asked me a question I was going to listen to that was real, but then I made a vasectomy joke and it's gone.
I know, but Jim had a really good dad joke. I'm trying to find it. Starting a new surgery center, arthroscopic AI.
Whoa, nice, Jim. That's hilarious. Oh
Jim
my
said that?
God, arthroscopic.
Not our Jim.
Oh, I was about to say.
Oh, okay. Either way, props. That's a good dad joke.
That was a good dad joke.
All right, I can't find it. If somebody asks me a real question and you'd like to ask it again, I'm paying attention. I'm calmed down now. This is pretty gnarly into tomorrow.
What's gnarly about it?
I don't know. The fact that it's just going straight up after Bears got excited for like 10 seconds. It's just like just watching the bear rug again.
This morning was pretty wild. The open price action, so trappy.
I mean, look at this. I can't.
Yeah, that's obnoxious.
Just
So-
laughing at the bears.
Dude,
Though.
it's
Disgusting.
ridiculous. It's straight.
Bro, I'm dead. He's
What
literally, he
time-
can't help himself.
I
What
can't,
time
man.
did we make the low? Like 9? The 9 a.m. reversal pretty
Well,
much? Yep.
ES's low was in at 8 a.m. So yeah, 8-9 Eastern because
Did I
ES
really
didn't
miss-
run its overnight low.
Did I really miss like the simplest long of all time? That 160 level in NQ, which I think I've been talking about and I've traded off several times over the last couple weeks. Or since
Yeah,
we
man.
broke above 30,000
It was
the
V range to the
V-range.
tick too.
to the overnight low and a delta flip there. Of all
Yeah.
things, just like kind of talk about confluence, and I was not even looking at my
Yep.
chart.
I slapped
Oof.
it very hard.
Oof,
Um,
that's a miss.
It was cool. I did close my NQ long at 320 though, so I'm not the smartest man in the room. But
If it makes you feel better, I also did the same with my ES. My ES longs closed about 15 points ago, and this thing has not stopped or slowed
Well,
down.
You can't. Yeah, this is bad for my process. Is to like have days like this where I didn't hold a runner, and then it sneaks into my brain, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna hold that runner next time, and then there's not a trend day for like 2 weeks, and then I
It's
have to
usually how it goes.
round trip like I don't know 20 contracts in a row, and I'm like, you know what? You should go back to hitting base hits. That's where you really generate the most amount of money. That's the kind of trader you are. And as soon as I flip back to hitting base hits, here comes the runner city again.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up trend. You know, composite trader, I should have taken Jim to Permane Brothers. I took him to like a nice place, but had we had a little more time, I should have taken Jim to Permane Brothers. Hmm. Candle nerds rooting for a dead body. I don't know about that, homie.
Yeah, Cooper RTY is on a tear right now. Looks like it wants to sweep previous week high. So does ES though.
Hires.
What tools do I use to identify a range? Example from 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern time today. Well, I would not overlap those time frames at all. First off, I would separate, Globex stuff from. Yeah, so that wouldn't really occur to me. On a higher time frame, the only thing I'd look at is volume profiles and VWAP bands. That's it. Yeah. I think I think just volume profile is how I identify a range on all time frames. Volume profile and VWAP bands, if we're inside of them, then that becomes a range. The +1 to the -1 standard deviation is a range to me.
All right, Dow. Do the thing you were doing earlier, Dow. Russell just overtook the Dow. It's up 1.7% on the day. These small caps, guys, I'm telling you, everybody sleeps on the Dow and the Russell.
I mean, those were some good moves today. Like, there's a lot of money right there. If you're trading something else and didn't catch this NQ long 400 points ago.
NQ off the open was very, very, like when you watch those candles develop and you're watching that price action, it was looking really, really trappy. Then you had YM Russell just moving straight up in a very clean manner.
I mean, I'm shocked it still has moved and gone. And we're rotating back into NQ now, but nothing else is showing that much weakness. I don't get it.
NQ's open was really gross.
It
You're
was.
Right. Yeah. Big opening drive high, big opening drive down. Yeah.
It would have probably baited a lot of people into trying to sell into last week's range. So, yikes.
Yep. Bear traps, bullish. Bull traps, also bullish.
Everything bullish.
Hope this helps.
I guess I can pull this. Yeah, I'm gonna be done for the day. Something I do. Something I do that helps me is I'll pull my trades out at the end of the day when I'm done, and then that really helps me not trade anymore because I'm like, you already exported the thing, so I'm gonna do that.
Wait, so what does that mean for people who don't use Ninja?
You don't use Ninja? What's wrong with you?
I can't.
Can you take one of those $3,000 you're guaranteed a week and just buy a PC?
Yeah, if I made 3,000 a week, I would.
Fair enough.
Wait, so tell us, what does it mean? What does it mean?
Oh, nothing, man. I just so I on NinjaTrader 8 is this this is just this cool thing. You can go to yeah, I'll do a little thing. Not doing anything, right? So if you bring up let me hide all my stuff. This is fine. Who cares? If you go to new, and then you go down here to trade performance, brings up this cool window, and you can look at a bunch of your performance stuff. And what I do for my live journal thing is I've created a way for that. So this is going to be, you set your time frame. So this is June 4th, which just covers the whole day that I traded. Pick your account. This was my cash account. That's what I'm using the journal for. And you just right click and go to export. And then this, just save it as trades for the day. And that's what I import into VibeCheck in the post thing. And VibeCheck takes the CSV that NinjaTrader creates, and it does all the math. It makes your profit factor, win-loss rate, MFE, all that stuff.
Oh, that's really cool. So once it does that, you think to yourself, I'm done for the day. I shouldn't take a trade anymore. And
done for the day, man.
That's cool.
And if you don't have Ninja, you can just type it in. There's spots to manually enter the stuff if you have another way to pull your stats. What do you pull your stats from?
I don't, but like Lucid does
don't?
No, I don't do I know everybody journals and stuff, but like I don't. I mean, I have like the built-in Lucid like calendar and stuff, but yeah, I don't do anything fancy with it. But maybe if I did log into the link you sent me, maybe I would. Maybe.
Sure, TradeZella can do it. But does TradeZella cost money? I don't remember.
It does.
Are we going after another part of the trading industry that should be free?
No. No, I don't think so. It's never going to be, my thing's never going to be big enough to compete with anybody. I don't want to compete. So that's why I'll never charge for it. Not interested in any sort of competition because it sounds annoying to me mostly. And there's too much personal responsibility that comes with stuff. When people start paying for things, I'd start stressing about it. So
I agree.
We've talked about that. I am pretty sure if you pull a trade of it, CSV, it does the same thing. That is on my checklist for tonight. I have a nightly checklist every night until Sunday to do things before this launches. So I think so. I believe they're formatted. I believe it knows to split them based on a header thing, but we'll see.
Why haven't I taken a short in GC? Well, because honestly, I wasn't watching, and it's moving real slow. So I don't even know if we're gonna actually break out of this little
yes,
area.
Young Bleezy, you're gonna have to give me your email.
No. I learned very much from the free course that is too much. Can't do it. Nope. Or you have an ulterior motive. Like
hey, there must be a reason. You're trying to funnel people in.
I'm trying to be the next Zuckerberg and clearly get all of your data and Social Security and all the other stuff for a free application out there. That is why. Just I'm going to be the next Facebook of trading.
That's right.
No, it's to get. There's plenty of reasons. Go read articles. I don't know of why.
Nick is
Here's why you
irritated.
should. No, but like why you need to gate content for a variety of different reasons.
You'd be surprised the amount of terms and conditions I needed to create for every possible part of the world that may use this.
Yep.
I was like, dude, I've been living in terms and conditions and privacy policy for 2.5 weeks easily, making sure that I did an okay job for a thing that is free.
Isn't it fun?
I told Leo the other night, I was like, I'm about 10 miles past the line of this is too much work for something that's free.
The amount of times I've said that with random things that I do. like let's be honest. How much time have I generated doing those thumbnails? For
Dude,
no
but how
reason.
much joy have you generated making those thumbnails?
That is, I guess, the opportunity cost right there. It has brought me joy to see my friends laugh, but it's been a lot of time for literally not even ancillary benefit of anything outside of, hey, I made my friends laugh for 30 seconds.
Wait, so do you do that, or is that also Claude?
Those are real shots, Salma.
Yeah. What's us?
We go to JCPenney, like we did this JCPenney shoot,
Uh-huh.
and that is real.
So you guys have met Leo.
No. Well, if you look at the thumbnail, Leo is not in it.
Yeah.
Not this one. That was a JCPenney shoot he didn't want to be a part of. So.
Nope. He's like, number one, I don't wear sweaters. Number two, I may or may not exist. And number three, I'm way too busy for you guys. Go to JCPenney by yourself. But
Yeah,
we had a
sounds like
nice
Leo.
time. I got an Orange Julius at the mall.
Oh God. You know what sounds amazing right now? A 1990s mall Orange Julius.
Did I just unlock?
A core memory right there. Just
sick.
re-unlocked. Just a neural pathway was just re-energized with those words. Salma, that's another reference there that I know was before your time, but that used to be a thing and they were delicious.
Yeah, man.
And they were probably made with real cane sugar and not
so
corn
good.
syrup, which is why they were so much better.
So good.
I missed that.
It's like an orange creamsicle on steroids in a drink form.
Look at Stowe reminiscing.
Yeah, I'm just listening to Wu-Tang Clan right now, thinking about the Orange Julius and the arcade I used to go to. This is pretty much as nostalgic as I could be right now.
The State Fair of Texas had them one year, and I was like, "This isn't it." Like they had an Orange Julius thing, and I'm like, this is not what that was." Like,
I'm sure they wouldn't be the
tastes in
same.
that family, but it wasn't it.
Yes, Chunky Bobo. I do occasionally trade a personal account. Also trade prop accounts.
I think I'm gonna bring prop back a little bit this summer.
Cool. I like it.
You should.
It's just the time to do it.
I think so, String Bean. So, yes. Everybody should be able to export a CSV. It's just that I want to start with just one platform and make it so that I'm able to explain one simple process. If you have this platform, this is how you grab the CSV you need, or you can enter it manually. And then once I get everybody in, make sure the shit works, then I can start to, build out from there. But I really tried not to overcook the thing and just keep it simple core, because I know there's going to be stuff I didn't think of. There's going to be things that people think are stupid that we don't need that I thought we needed. So there's a lot of democracy in action that needs to happen before I can get. But yeah, I think it should be able to work. I'm trying to make it work with any CSV. It's just like, I don't know. What does Sierra call May in their May column? You know what I mean? So I'm going to need to experiment with.
That sounds like a clod hole.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So I've been in so many clod holes I could like predict them before I fall into them.
This is why I was like, I need to get access to. I'm gonna loop in the Trade API. I'm like, I'm so tired of all the different things that certain things are called in certain places, and I'm like, I'm done. Uniformity and something that could be accessed web based. Like I can't do this anymore. So, yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Why use Trade when Ninja owns them and the platforms are the same? Web-based. A web-based first UI is probably the reason you would want to use it if you obviously don't have a PC, or if you're a more mobile guy, or you don't have the RAM potentially or compute to run Ninja at its full capacity, and you're not doing a lot of volume data, and you're good with just like a browser-based charting software. Trade is amazing for that. That's what I started using when I first learned anyway. That's probably why I would say that's why people choose to use it, is that it's browser friendly, and it works great in the browser, which is why I use it for multiple instruments. Like during the competitions, I don't have to deal with loading volume data, over my main Ninja instance. Like I can just jump back and forth real quick, and makes my life 10 times easier for trading a bunch of things that I don't look at every day. Can I teach Claude? Well, I may jump on and do some live things because I'm not going to make videos. as I've tried to do with every aspect of using some of our lovely language models out there in the space, is I try to automate things and not create more work for myself. And me editing and doing videos would create more work for myself. So as I usually would do it, we'll just do it live.
I'd join.
I actually just did the how to export your CSV from NinjaTrader video just now. And I'm just going to have Claude pull what I just did and put that on the website.
There you go.
So I too am Claude Maxing, even when you guys don't think I might be. I'm always Claude Maxing over here.
It's like what we were talking about on Sunday. We're like, no, we're not. There's no video course. It's like the video course is every day on NT Live when we talk about these things and concepts. Like that's it, and it's more impactful. And yes, I can absolutely grab that and make those moments that are more raw into cleaned up versions of clips. But that's where it's gonna end, right there.
I agree, old bum. Replay needs some love. I don't think we're not thinking about it, because we're thinking about it.
Yeah, trust me, we have actually talked about that several times offline.
Yeah,
between just us friends here, that that might be another thing we tackle after the DOM and all these other things that we started trying to make better for you guys. So that was something that was a hot topic when we were talking about it.
Yeah.
Andre, I use every and anything. So yes,
I tried to access that today, and then it was like, oh, you need to connect this and that. And I'm like, okay, this is too much for me. Bring me back to the main page.
Next time, is hard. Don't bail. Just dive in. Just say to hell with it. I'm going the whole way down the rabbit hole and just see where you end up.
I audit my computer local model fleet, like everything. I audit it all every week, because this stuff changes on a dime, or someone smarter than me has a new idea or a new way of looking at things. So you have to constantly evolve. I don't know. Innovate or die, I guess, is how I'm sitting in this space using it.
So Nick, do you talk to your wife about this, and is she interested in it in the least bit, or do you feel like you can only talk to like people on the internet about it?
I only talk to my friends on the internet about it.
Okay.
When I hang out with my friend group, and the only one who's shown interest and actually asked me very interesting questions was actually my wife's best friend, who was a graphic designer for years. Like she had her own small business and did a lot of social media stuff. So she was curious about how I was doing the like the clipping software and regurgitating some of the clips and stuff from the show and making it look all pretty. So we got in a very long discussion about that because that was kind of her wheelhouse with these things and the production that I kind of did for the streams and all that. So that resonated with her. But outside of that, my wife, who I've said on the show, uses the terminology and questioning for what I do here of like, hey, did the Fed daddy guy raise interest rates? So that is the level of interest my wife shows, and even just the stream and what I do in the trading world.
Okay, cool. Because I realize when I talk about some stuff to like, my friends and family in real life, nobody cares.
No,
I'm like,
it's
guys,
just
I
it's
just
the
created
Joker.
this cool dashboard, and
It's the Joker
like,
meme. It's the you wouldn't get it.
Yeah. And
wouldn't
Salma,
get it.
just know our extended friend groups, family, everything that Stowe and I do is just one giant constant podcast that just is a flat circle of time. Like all we do is just want some podcast.
Yep.
That is it. That is all that has resonated to them.
That's exactly what they think is going on. My band asked me the same thing. It's like, how you doing on that podcast? I'm like, it's fine. It's going great. Podcast is good. I see the market's doing crazy stuff. I'm like, sure is, man. Sure is. I like it that way. It's good. But I think that I've had the same result with trying to talk about Claude as I have trying to talk about charts. And no one seems to want to know about that either. So
no, that's something I don't want to talk about because then it like everybody wants to know how you can help them make money,
Nope.
and it's like,
Just
okay,
all you need to do, Salma, is just tell them just to throw money at our lovely ETFs out there every month. Don't look at it. And when you start seeing people talking about Armageddon, do larger buys at that point. That's all. That's the advice I give to family and friends at this point who suddenly see that I trade every day and then ask me financial advice. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. Just buy the S&P and don't look at it ever again.
yeah, like, can you trade for me? No, I cannot. Can I give you X amount of money? No, I want no part in this. That's like my biggest pet peeve when people find out I trade.
Yep.
It's all the questions that come after. But if you tell someone you're an accountant, no one's going to have any follow-up questions for you. They don't care. It's like, oh, okay, cool. On to the next.
unless they need somebody to do their taxes.
Yeah, well, yeah, outside of tax season. Oh my goodness.
Did you all have day jobs when you first started trading? Well, Stowe and I did. I don't know if Salma did.
I mean,
Do you have
a real
Selma?
job?
I had weekend jobs.
So no real job, no 9 to 5.
Like, no,
What are you talking about?
I-
Like sunglass hunt? Like where'd you work?
No, I was a waitress for a very long time until COVID hit, and I also used to babysit in college. So I was a nanny and a nanny during the week and waitressing on the weekends. That was my whole gig.
Cool. I could see that. I could see
Yeah.
you got you have good rapport with the wait staff folk. I pay attention to.
Dude, I used to run that place.
Yeah.
It wasn't good rapport. I was the top. It was awesome.
I pay very close attention to how people treat wait staff in the world.
100%. But I will say, as a former server, tipping has gotten out of hand. Tipping culture is
Agree.
insane. I go get a cup of coffee and then they turn the iPad around. They do the shameless turn the iPad around.
This
I'm like,
iPad's going to ask you a
"No."
question.
Bro, like, I don't even want that question. I don't even want to answer that question. Composite. I started waitressing at the age of 15 and I've had a job or, I've worked ever since. You're still young. You haven't done anything for a very long time. It's long for me. It's all relative.
Don't confuse them with math about age versus the amount of time that you've lived. I don't want anybody to start thinking about ratios right now. That's a great one. Please do that, Austin. That's great. I just saw that note.
What did I miss?
What do you all tip percentage-wise? So it depends on the service, but nothing less than 18. 20% is good.
What are we talking about? Are we talking about for a coffee Or are we
No,
talking about at
hell
a
no.
restaurant?
Coffee don't get tips. Like you're not getting
I
tips
disagree.
for.
That one drives me. Like anything fast, anything I guess below fast casual, like get out of here.
I'm talking you're sitting down having a meal, you're spending time inside of a restaurant, you know, people are coming, checking up on you, bringing you stuff. Yeah, you're getting tipped. But for a
Anybody
cup of
makes me a
coffee,
drink, that's $1. Anybody makes me, I tip on to go. Also, I'll tip a few dollars.
Stowe.
Nothing crazy.
I do not tip on to go ever.
And
Sorry.
it's a flat. I do not evaluate service. It is a flat 20%, no matter what. Even if somebody dragged my food through a sewer, I'm still dropping 20%. And then if the service is good, 25%. That's my rule.
Yeah, I'm good with like good sit down restaurants where I enjoyed myself. I felt staff was good. I'm good with bartenders too. Like I tip on them opening a bottle of beer. I just have always done that. Like I feel like normal. Just literally they take the cap off, hand it to me. Like, yeah, you're still getting like $1 per beer. Usually what I would always do for something like that.
That's how I approach the coffee.
Yeah,
But I
can't
don't
do
get coffee in the world that much. So I don't know. This isn't an everyday thing for me. Also, Salma, I would say there's a difference between Dunkin' and coffee shop.
I agree. Yeah,
Okay.
there is. But these like small businesses have just gotten out of hand and they now charge $9 for a cup of coffee. And if you're going to charge me $9 for something that used to cost 4,
All right. This could be regional too. This is good. This is kind of market related too, so we can talk about this without it being
This is real wage
ridiculous.
inflation that is they're probably using because I don't think everyone else's salaries have caught up to what is like the 30% nominal inflation since 2020 versus like the 2% a year raise thing that the Fed looks at. I don't know.
Right.
Now we're getting macro. All
But
I know is
all right, so I have a Starbucks and I got the mom and pop place. Mom and pop place is great. Run by nice little old ladies. It's cool. Starbucks is exactly what Starbucks is, right? Starbucks cold brew. My coffee order is very simple. I drink black cold brew coffee in the summertime. And in the wintertime, I'm either drinking just a dark roast or like I'm not getting nothing's happening. No one's doing any extra work for my coffee is the point. If I go into the mom and pop place, it's $4 for a large cold brew. It's $5 at Starbucks. I try not to go to Starbucks because I want to support the old ladies. And I give them $1 when I get a $4 drink. I mean, I don't know. Is that crazy? I don't think so because it's the same. When I would go to the bar, I'd be paying $1 a drink for somebody to open a beer, and that ain't hard. I don't know, but it ain't $9 though. If coffee was $9, I might open a coffee place.
I don't mind the money jar that they put on the counter because that's all like optional. They're just letting you know that if you wanted to, you could. But like the whole turn the iPad around, put you on the spot, make you feel bad. That
look
whole
at you
thing
with
sucks.
sad eyes.
Yeah. Oh, it's just a question. No.
Have you ever, I have done this and it's really fun. Have you ever looked them in the eyes when they said that and just been like, what's the question though? Is it a secret question? Do you not know what it is? Because I have made Starbucks people break in that moment, and nothing brings me more joy than the moment when they either laugh or get very embarrassed. I'm like, is it just a question? I'm like, I'm just kidding. I'm giving you $1. But this is goofy, right? You don't have to say there's a question on the screen. I know what the question is. It's not mean.
Cooper says, why don't you just ask me like a man? Just be straight up.
Do you want my money or not?
I love when Nick starts speaking big brain facts, then kills it with I don't know. Welcome to talking about things that are technically like beyond your knowledge base or pay grade, but you've got a hot take. Like that's riffing with your friends in this space. Like that's really what it is. And when we start trending out of my comfort zone towards the end of there is when I just throw out the casual, I don't know. And then Tracy comes over the top and tells me the Fed doesn't care about 2% inflation anymore. Now it's 3%. So see, my I don't know brings the smarter person in and you get the fact.
JB Money. Very good question. Do you tip home service like plumber, etc.? I have never needed a plumber, so I do not have a direct plumbing reference, but yes is the answer. I have tipped
No, I don't because I pay them cash or Zelle, and they definitely do not do things probably the way the IRS would want to, I would imagine.
Well, I'm
Because they go
thinking
out of
like-
their way to send it to like personal accounts.
well, dudes show up and they deliver your new washer dryer and they take your old one. Do you slip them $20? Because I slip them each $20.
I would say that's different.
My movers, when I moved into this house, I had, they both got a bottle of tequila because I had them and I just was like, hey, you guys can have these. And I paid them cash anyway.
So a re-gift tip. Okay.
They were
That's a
unopened bottles of tequila.
All right. So that's a different. I'm glad they weren't open.
Well, I mean, if you would want it if it was open, that's like a weird.
Here's this half bottle of tequila.
Yeah, you guys want this?
Enjoy this open container.
Yeah, get you fired from your job as you pull back in when your boss is like, "Why is there an open container of tequila in your truck?"
That's cool.
I don't know. I'm food. I'm always good with nice restaurants. I'm usually. You can
Do
tell
I
a
tip
lot
my
about,
real estate agent 20%? Hell
Oh,
no. They're already
yeah,
getting 10 or whatever.
They
6.
already give them. Yeah, that's.
They're fine.
We don't need to go down that rabbit hole with the real estate agent commission thing because that's a racket and I hate it.
Oh, that too, guys. I used to be a realtor too.
Nice.
I like completely forget that I ever did that.
You can tell a lot about a real estate agent if they buy a gift for the person going through the transaction with their commission. If they don't and they just give you like a thank you and a whatever with your keys or a note when you walk in, that's not a good realtor. Especially for a little effort of a client that I
Hold on.
am at times.
How many people we got in here?
For example, one of my
600?
real estate agents bought my car
600?
seat,
Okay.
which was very nice.
You got production. You feeling like running a poll? I want to get this. I want to get a tipping poll. This is a pretty good. I don't know. I want to see where you are at. You seem engaged about this.
There's a lot of hot takes about tipping culture right now.
Do I tip my broker 20%? No, but trust me, they make plenty of money even with the best commission rates. I promise. They don't call me Micro Stowe for a reason. And don't clip that. It just occurred to me. That's a horrible thing to say into a microphone.
What the hell? Okay.
Flipped. What should the
Yeah,
poll
you're
be?
cooked. You're the one who had the idea of.
I know, no.
having a poll.
I'm trying to get it into. I'm glad Tracy got it.
Oh,
Too.
Tracy.
Is tipping culture out of control? Yes or no? I just want to see a 50-50. Oh, that's a cool angle too. My grandma used to give everybody a $2 bill. I'm gonna say no. Whoa. Okay, let's see. I'm about to find out how many people work in the service industry in this chat right now. Everybody's just trading their own book right now. Oh, I didn't even think about this. Yeah, tipping in Europe is rude.
Tipping is rude? What?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're not supposed to tip in
Is this
I don't know. I think it's
out of
most
other
places.
countries?
Yeah.
Japan?
I think everywhere in the world except America. We're the only ones that do tipping.
I don't get it.
See, that kind of leads that's kind of the point that I'm getting at, King Charles, is like I believe that the narrative is accidentally holding service workers responsible for inflationary outcomes. I don't know. Because things are crazy expensive. Like, it sucks. I get it. Like, I don't like going to the grocery store. It sucks. I don't know. I guess I go out, like, I get less coffee in the world. Like, I bought the fancy coffee machine. It's easily saved me twice the amount of money. But just because, inflation, you got to dial it in, man.
I hate how slow this is.
Whoa, this guy wants to tip us, but only if they're up on the end of the day. Interesting idea.
Who said that?
You could chase him down for 20%.
Dude, I'm green right now. Who said that? Someone called you a Chad?
This is a compliment in some circles. Salma, I don't know. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but that is a compliment.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I guess.
There's a couple levels to Chad. If you need me to do this, there's Chad, there's Giga Chad.
Okay, well, remind me to never Urban Dictionary what that means.
Giga Ultra Chad.
I am disturbed from the Urban Dictionary definition.
Wait, maybe I should stop claiming it maybe I should look it up.
The first thing that popped up was very disturbing. Anyway, focus. Let's focus.
This is a nice 3-point range that we've been in for the last hour. Salma's Dow long moved, at least.
It is moving, just ever so slowly. And I'm starting to reconsider my take profit. Do you see where it is all the way at the top?
Dude, put it on the moon. You never know.
270 points higher for my entry.
Yo, these turkeys, that's all they do is shame me for putting my final target on the moon. But then that one day where we get that silly candle and there's a 500 point blip, guess whose moon target gets it? This guy.
I need a Trump tweet right about now.
The right kind, though.
Yeah. The one that goes in my favorite, please. I caught one of those earlier this week. It was so nice. That never happens.
Nice.
I'm always on the opposite end.
I haven't caught one we were much lower when I caught whatever one in the afternoon, and we ripped like 200 points in 30 seconds.
Oh,
They're
thanks,
always
Riker.
nice.
I appreciate you, bud. That's very kind. We like being here. I like being here. I guess I shouldn't speak for Salma and Nick.
I wouldn't, if I didn't like being here, I wouldn't be here, right?
Yeah, same.
Nick just texted me, I hate it here.
I mean, I do use that phrase several times. Not about this show, though.
Different things. That's an interesting question, Luke. I do have I have a systematic way to do my charitable donations. I do never round up or do any of the in the store things like PetSmart. You ain't getting my $2 for the feed a dog I've never seen before thing.
I'm reading the chat.
Nope, I do not, Riker. But I looked it up.
You don't know who Toby Keith is?
Wait, what?
No.
Am I that?
Uh,
Toby Keith's not that old.
God.
If you didn't know who Garth
I mean, to
Brooks
be
was,
fair,
I might say
hold
that
on.
makes sense.
To be
Say
fair, I
I'm an
don't really
unk.
listen to country music though. Like,
It's still, it should be, that's, I don't know.
I think I know like 2 country artists.
You know who
All
Garth
right.
Brooks
All
is?
right.
Who? Say it again.
Garth Brooks.
Nope.
What are we
Done.
doing
He's
here?
leaving.
I don't
He's
know.
leaving. I'm just gonna start saying no to everything he says.
What was his alter ego? Chris Hines. Do you remember that, Nick? What was Garth Brooks' alter ego's name?
Oh, Chris Gaines? Is that
Chris
wait, that
Gaines.
wasn't it.
Thank you,
That
man,
was
dude.
it?
Dude,
Okay.
man, dude's my guy.
I was
Man,
like,
dude,
my
that's
brain
me.
did not go Gaines. Like, I don't know where. Okay.
Man, dude said it before I did. Oh,
Yes, he
genius. Yeah.
Luke says, "Do you know what Texas is?" Yeah, it's a state. Yeah, I know what that is.
Garth Brooks has a cool documentary, or at least he used to, on Netflix, about how strange Garth Brooks is. I don't know if you guys like documentaries, but that's a very good one. Anyways, Toby Keith, famous recording artist, famous country music star. He wrote a song called "I Love This Bar." I love this bar. It goes a lot like that. My kind of place. Something. There you go.
I literally only know Luke Bryan and Willie Nelson.
That's cool. That's fine.
it.
If I'm not listening to Wu-Tang or Black Star, I'm usually listening to country music while we're trading.
Joe says Willie is all you need.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know Bob Dylan too, but I don't really
Nope.
think of him as.
Nope.
Yeah, no,
Not
I
country.
agree.
You're good.
All right, cool. Yeah, I would have to agree. All right, YM, come on, give us new high day. Keep
You
it
getting it.
pumping.
What's the next big round number on YM?
700, which we're at 706 right now, and then I guess 800.
Dude, you're doing 750. You're at least getting 750. You clear that
Seven-
700 with gusto.
All right, yeah, we could do 750 too.
That's silly Dow. He loves the 50s. Every 50.
Composite Trader says Salma's a believer. I'm pretty indifferent about Justin Bieber. He's good, but not a huge fan.
I think same. I think I missed that. My sister.
Like, he's good. I know a lot of his songs, but like, I'm not a huge ultra diehard fan. Not at all.
Yo, mama, cash rules everything around me has already come through once today. Where are we at now? Eric B. Rakim, know the ledge. Oh, we just flipped to nothing to F with.
I mean, NQ looks like it wants to roll. ES is still trying to party.
If you ever want to achieve peak endorphin exposure naturally, all you have to do is be long from the low on a trend day with a runner and blast Wu-Tang Clan Ain't Nothing to F with as loud as you can. That's all you need. Hmm. Somebody's trying to slander brisket in here, Nick.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Someone is slandering the good name that is brisket? That is not
Might be a
okay.
troll. I don't know if I should engage.
I am going to be forced to cook a brisket
Yeah,
between
that's
Saturday
true.
night and Sunday because my garage fridge, I had a brisket in not my deep freezer, my other freezer fridge. And it failed at some point, and it now works again because I fixed it. But for some reason, it all defrosted, so I wasn't going to refreeze a brisket. So now I'm cooking it, and I'm just started inviting people over. And then what likely happens is everybody cancels because everybody has kids, and I end up just eating leftover brisket in 17 different ways for the next week. So no, there will be no shaming of brisket in this chat.
Right to jail, right away.
Exactly.
Yes. I also will be, I am optimistically waiting for a response from several high-end meat companies out there that maybe they'd want to be involved with anything we do.
We're going to get
Probably
one.
not.
We're going to get one.
I guarantee one. Actually, I did get a nice message back from Montana Knives that made me laugh.
Nice.
But they actually forwarded. She forwarded my information to their PR and marketing team, and we're gonna see what we do.
Hell yeah.
I had a good laugh. I was like, maybe one, maybe just one. But yeah, I'm not optimistic for Viore ever.
Nope. There you go.
She wasn't even here to hear it. Unfortunately, Business Duck was vibing though. I could sense it.
I like bald Business Duck that you have for our show. It looks like Kevin Business Duck, like Kevin from The Office.
Tracy, I know. This is where it's just like I got to pick my platform that I focus on. I don't have the patience to do what some of these kids are doing every day to grow some of these channels and like do the IRL stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'll document the brisket smoke this weekend and start doing some of that. It's just a lot of effort.
Yeah, dude.
I'm too old for this game, man. That's why I'm Claude maxing it as best I can.
Tracy, how do I get Viore then? Just every day, selfie, sweatpants, chart. Look at me again, the most comfortable trader of all time. Is that the plan?
You'd also, I think, have to get like yoga certified for like 500 hours or something.
All right. You know, I mean, if we really want a Viore, and if you're watching Viore, I do. We got Pax, Deli. Who else was a Viore dude?
Yeah, this is what
we got Pax,
my
Deli, Nick, XY, Stowe, all Viore dudes.
I've tried to explain to them that this is a market you don't think about because these are high net worth individuals that are sitting in a different mindset than what your work from home people are. And I tried to word this to their different aliases of emails that I've sent numerous messages to no avail, not even a kind F off and leave us alone.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just hoping maybe if I could just shame them eventually to getting. I also could just start Claude maxing my way to just go directly to their CMO and head of PR and all these other things. I'm just doing it the other way first. And none of us have big enough followings that I can just start mentioning them and start a Twitter debate.
Yeah, I know.
Tracy might. Pax probably does.
I know. Yeah. Tracy,
we need the hookup here.
Tracy,
can
you please leverage your army of followers so that I can get a discount on sweatpants?
We need some retweets.
That's the way to do it. I have never asked for much.
I don't think they realize how many times we have said Viore on this show to 1,000+ people in real time.
What probably happened is their Claude read your Claude's email, and their Claude said, I don't like you. So it's just a problem of two clogs not properly communicating right now. That's what it is. There aren't humans involved in this
Are you
transaction.
saying we've reached the pinnacle of the U.S. Iran negotiations, where it's actually just the White House interns Claude talking to the Iran interns Claude?
I would never speculate about such a thing.
I think that's why there was no deal ever.
Hey, Nick, I heard it, by the way.
You did?
Oh, good.
Had my AirPods in.
Nice.
Just needed to go take a lap around the house.
Oh, yeah. Somebody is talking. You two who are talking about the Leo stat. It is in play on ES now.
Yes.
Yeah, it is in fact.
Wait. That goes until 3:30, right?
So if we make a new high
By
between
3:30.
3
We already
p.m.
did.
and 3:30, which we did, then 67% new high in the period 3:30 to 4 p.m.
Wait, so YM is trying to make new highs here.
I'm telling you, you're getting 750.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go.
Bro, it's at 728 right now. 726.
I was
750
looking
is not
for
too far. I need 875.
Well, I did tell you at 706 you were going to get 750. So technically,
Yes,
I've given you 50 points with 0 May. Room can
not
confirm.
enough. I gotta say though, shout out to Jim, because when we were backstage and I told him I longed the YM, he said he liked it. Thank you, Jim. You gave me good juju.
Yeah, Jim doesn't talk about it much, but he often has very pertinent takes on our positions that often end up being true. To our downfall sometimes. Sometimes he's like, "Oh, long from that spot." Us, okay. Good job. Go have a good time. Viori's gonna give Tracy a code and be like, "Why are these all men's large?"
Yes. And I have so many friends that are like yoga teachers and stuff because I used to do it. It's like I'm sure I could find a way into one of these programs. At the very least, their certified teacher program or something. But I want to do it the old-fashioned way by not networking, just purely out of the meme of like, I know we don't seem like your typical market.
I'd also like to point out something else about Jim. Jim is such a rare type of human being that, like, not only does he cheerlead all of our actual positions and our work on the show, I gave Jim the beta for Vibe Check, and he wasn't just like, "Thanks, I'll check it out and let you know what I think." Dude literally used it every day and has posted about it every day.
Mhm.
Like, this is the level of in people that he likes corner that Jim is. Jim is truly that good of a dude. Quick behind the curtain for Jim. So, yeah.
All right, enough. I'm sure he's back there somewhere smiling at this.
I'm also doing it to embarrass him right now because I know he's got no control over what I say for the next 36 minutes.
Yeah, Penguin, I'm trying to trail it up. Just want to give it a little bit of room too.
Ooh, Trump's coming to the mic. All right. Hey, what's up, Craig? Is this the real Craig?
It is.
Okay.
Will the real Craig please stand up? Jim is him. Is he Himothy though? Sean, is Jim Himothy? Yes or no? Jim is like, what the hell is Himothy?
We doing good on the likes? Have we asked yet?
No, not enough. Only 193 on my end.
All right. Well, I'm off today from asking after yesterday, so it's gonna have to be yins. I can't.
Well, they have a
I can't
clip
shill.
of me. They'll
I'm
play
pretty sure
it.
there was a good one of XY that said if they don't hit the like, they hate puppies or something.
You don't hit
There
the
is.
likes, you hate puppies.
It is.
There it is.
Yeah, I meant to ask this the other day. Do we have anyone in the chat that is in the final round of the Arena Cup on Tuesday?
Oh, good question.
Are any of our regulars, any of you lovely folks in the chat, did anyone actually qualify?
I am not.
I would not have qualified, but I did in
Handily.
fact win the influencer round that day, whatever you want to call us, featured traders / guest contributors, whatever we are.
Yeah, I would not have qualified either. I ended red.
I guess I don't know if I would have if had I not just let a usual afternoon fumble, because I think like the winners of all 3 rounds, like around $1,000 for the contributors, like was the winning one. So if I just stopped trading like a moron, I would have been right around there anyway.
I wish it was on Wednesday. Yesterday we had really good price action. It would have been better.
It
I've
could
not
happen.
penguin. That's cool. I'm gonna write that down.
See what happens on Tuesday. Hopefully it's fun.
What's it called, homie? Warzone founder from the park in New York. Okay. I mean, I do have a lot of baseball to watch right now, so my free time is limited. Oh man. Worst game ever last night. Went to bed so mad. Being a proper baseball fan is really hard because you got to live and die by 162 games.
Yeah, it's not
It's
an easy
brutal, dude.
task.
We donked off a 6-run lead in the 8th inning last night, Nick. Yeah, dude, it was horrible. Oh, sick. Okay. Yeah, I'll watch that. Fuck the Pirates. Yeah, well, King Charles IV, I'll see you in hell. How about that? A production. Is it possible to ban people from the chat for their baseball team preference? Checking.
We
They're going
should
to tell you no.
start. What was the team? I didn't see it.
Yeah, he's a Cards fan.
Oh.
Could be worse. Could be the Cubs. Oh, no. Oh, production's from St. Louis, too. Okay. It turns out I might be getting the ban.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not invited.
I'm not going to win that one.
This is like the second time something backfires on Stowe today.
Not the second time. I tell you what. I'll tell you that for free. Whoops.
Yeah, ATR on gold like went to 0.
Does that thing close at like 2:30 or something? Like,
It's earlier,
does that shit
but
matter?
but it still then trades after. I never quite understood why and how. But yeah, it has an earlier pit close and the earlier pit open, obviously.
Nevin, sure. This is a trading question. Can I please explain how an absorption looks? Yes. Let me find one. Oh yeah, that ain't bad. All right, we'll pull up NQ. Oh yeah, you had that 330 spot. Yeah, so this is also nice when these kind of days happen like this. Just anecdotally, these on trendy days, these deviation things, I don't know what's going on with them, but they tend to perform well. Like break one, retest it. They're good spots. I'm happy with those with how those pan out. If we zoom into the 330 that you wanted to see, there's not a lot here, but let's see if I can find it. It's a little too late to see it on the DOM itself, but what you see happening down here is 334, 332. This is passive bid. So this is active selling, crossing the spread to the bid side and bid absorbing that market order. That is shown by this negative number. It's not very big, but it does exist. And what you really like to see if you are bullish in this scenario, which you should be if you are looking at the entirety of the day and you're in the context of this is an uptrend day, you really want to see this number get small at the bottom. I would call this a taper on the delta volume profile. And so this resets every 60 points. So this is like it's just a microcosm. So you want to see a little exhaustion down here. So this is price being absorbed by passive buyers. It exhausts briefly at the bottom. And then this is passive selling being met with active buying. So this is now buyers crossing the spread. They're no longer passive. They are now active, crossing the spread into sellers. Since price leaves this, you can look at this little thing, 542 to 530. You can look at this like a little auction. This is buyers. This is sellers. Price leaves to the upside. So in this conversation that buyers and sellers had, buyers won, or there were more buyers than sellers here, and price continued higher. They're then met with more passive selling that they buy through, then more passive selling that they buy through. We get up here, and then there's another little conversation. This is passive selling. This is passive buying. Buyers win, and so on. So this is all just like, you can zoom in as tight as you want to on these. So it's all up to your personal preference. But like now we're having another conversation up here. This is buyers. This is sellers. You don't know where this conversation is going to lead. These sellers could win. And then if we get below this passive buying, then price will go lower because sellers won this mini conversation up here. So you can read the tape all day and see these little micro auctions inside of the main auction of the day. And then you can zoom out from there and you can look at the main auction on a week. You can look at the main auction of a month, that sort of thing. Hey, you're welcome, Riker. No problem, buddy. Yeah, Jacob. So blue, it's kind of weird to think about. Blue is passive selling. So that means that sellers are sitting there passively. They are not an active participant. They are being bought into. So blue is passive selling, active buying. So this is crossing the spread and filling sellers with active buying. Red is the opposite. Red is active selling being met with passive buying.
Thanks, Phoenix.
Yeah, Dexa Pro, it's not about more. It is about more. How do I explain it? It's really hard to explain. I find it better to not think about it like more or less, right? It's not really important what's happening at the time. So at the time, you can just see the conversation. You can see where passive participants are being actively bid or offered into, right? That's what's happening up here. That's what happened down here, etc. When price leaves this, that's when you can get an inference of where that wants to go. Now, you can't just look at, well, you can, but I don't think you should just look at every single micro auction all day and just try to trade these things, because you have to have additional context. Like, just because we got below this selling for a second here, we are in piss missile mode. So I would look for a little more confirmation before you decided the seller was here. But I try not to focus on more or less, because that gets into an inference that you don't necessarily know is true or not. I do 10 points on ES for my delta volume profile reset cost. Another helpful thing, if you'd like a little we're in a trend cheat code, one way to do it is, like, I've got ES set to reset every 10 points. Look at this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Damn thing has a reset since 75. So
This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the single prints.
yeah.
That's a trend day, folks.
Yeah. So if you have your delta leg, if you have your leg to leg profile set to a reset time frame, and it has basically spent hours never resetting, you could just use that as a quick clue. Hey, if I get into a trade that's counter the direction of this move, this is a counter trend trade. You can know your offsides before you're even offsides. Not that you can't take a good trade that's offsides, but I find it good to know if I'm entering into a counter trend trade versus a trend following trade, just so I can limit my expectations for that. Because once you're in a trade, it becomes, I don't know, you can get emo about it. You can start to think about like big targets. You can be like, oh, I caught the low of the day, that sort of thing. So it helps you not get ahead of yourself and see the day in a way that it might not necessarily be presenting. Bum, it just resets every. All right, so NQ has reset, so I can show you. So we had one big up until here, up until 2:15 to 5:15. This whole thing was a giant delta volume profile, because it had, just like ES, it had not reset. When we rotated from 600 to 530, that is more than 60 points. So what it's going to do is it's going to erase the old delta volume profile, and it's going to pull the new delta profile from this high to 60 points below that high. So we rotated down 60 points. So now this delta volume profile is just looking at this. You guys are asking a lot of delta questions. I love this. This is great. Where the hell were you guys all day when I was talking about, what was I talking about today? I talked about life insurance policies for like 45 minutes yesterday. Where were all these questions?
Yeah. Nobody was asking us questions earlier, so we were just spitballing life.
Yeah, Pablo. Blue and red represent delta. It's not market depth. No. These are not. Market depth is here. You can see the DOM. All right, so market depth is just what it sounds like. It is the depth of the order book. So a DOM, or a depth of market tool, or DOM, if you don't like the nerds that invented the DOM and you're a pit trader, you call it DOM. It shows the depth of the market, meaning all of these orders here on the left, these are all resting bid orders. They are passive by default because they are sitting there. And then same thing with these offers on the ask side. They are also resting and passive by default. And that's all the depth of market is it just shows you that. This stuff, the blue and the red, these are sums of the ask minus the bid at these prices that have traded. I have NQ set to compress every 4 ticks, but I don't have any compression on ES. So this is showing, ES shows every tick. Because I'm a bit of a psychopath. I don't know how else to explain that.
A lot of questions.
Love it.
Love it. Claude's going to be like, hey, you talked about real stuff today. I don't have to pull clips of you talking about life insurance like a weirdo. Yeah, correct, Dex. You need a counter rotation away from the current rotation that it's reading in order to get the reset. Otherwise, it's just going to keep printing because you are in that, that's why it's called leg to leg. This leg is not over until, on ES, this leg is not over until, by my definition, until it gets a 10-point counter rotation, at which time the delta will reset and show me only that 10-point counter rotation. That allows me to separate myself from the last leg to the current leg.
Are we really going to try to roll over here?
What'd you just say?
Are we really going to try to roll over here?
Maybe?
No, the Leo stat is supposed to be in play.
It already hit.
Do you guys
On
want me
both.
to keep answering questions?
Yes.
I don't know. Okay.
Stowe.
What is the cluster? Who the hell asked that? Burrock70 says, what is the cluster of blue and red in the middle of the DOM? Great question. You may also go to my YouTube channel and watch my DOM setup thing, in which I explain all my columns on the DOM and show you how you can set this up if you're using the free DOM, which, as it sounds, is free, minus the task of having to share your email address with a website.
Not free.
It's free-ish.
We don't need to go down this bit.
I know,
All
it's
right,
funny.
Keep going.
So what I have here is this, the red column is at bid and the blue column is at ask. And so I pretty much everything that I do with trading is taking different zoomed out views and focusing them. And so what I'm gleaning from the delta volume profile, I am doing a more intensely zoomed in view of that on the DOM. So I have this set that I can reset it whenever I want to. And the way that I treat this, I've talked about this a bunch. There's lots of ways to use this histogram that's created in here. But I reset it whenever I want so that, say I'm getting to a point of interest, you can go back and watch the end of Nick and I's stream this morning at around 11:45 a.m. when I entered this ad here. So basically what I'm looking at is I see a trade setting up here. I'm already long one lot from lower, and I'm like, do I want to add for this trend continuation or not? This is the moment when I start to see this stuff print, and I'm also seeing at the moment delta volume profile stuff happening because this was a different leg back then before we left again and it reset. So we rotated 10 points down. I was looking at a different delta volume profile. I'm seeing stuff here that I like. I'm seeing stuff in delta map that I like. We are at a location that I like, which is the +1 standard deviation band. So then I pull up the old DOM and I, just like the meme, just like the GIF, I enhance, if you're a Super Troopers fan.
Enhance.
And I look for at bid and at ask activity, and I look at the pulling and stacking at that price to see if buyers and sellers are immediately reacting to those like 1 or 2 points where I want to engage. So basically the story is I have one lot. I'm hanging out. I'm hanging out long. No real smart ads here. We get back to the smart ad point. I start to pay attention. I'm like, okay. I look at the candles. I look at the delta volume profile. I'm like, okay. Then I look over at the DOM and I look for a third pattern over there to give me some confirmation that this is a good spot to try the ad. Hope that helps.
String bean, what does that mean?
Fair, dude. Listen, String Bean, it's hard to make videos, number one. So
Yeah.
suck a butt. Number two,
Hey, yo.
thank you for the feedback. No, you're right. And I mean, you point out a great thing. Like when I sit down to try to make a video explaining something, I get to the end of those sometimes and I'm like, did I even say the thing?
Yeah. This is why we talked about, like, we're just going to start doing this stuff live and try to make it into clips later. Like that was the whole point of some of the educational things. Like there's not going to be a 18-part YouTube series of 10 minutes long videos. Like it's just not going to be that way.
Yeah.
Raw clips that we're going to try to make not sound stupid.
That's funny.
It always sounds better when it's not rehearsed.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's so much better. Yeah, I mean, I could make a video trying to explain how I use all those things at the same time, or you could just watch 11:45 Eastern Standard Time today on the replay and literally watch me click the button, put the ad in, do the thing.
What was the theme? What do we say? If like, there's a high probability if we made some of these, nobody's gonna watch them anyway.
Very, very true. In the comments of the videos, it would be like, you guys should make videos.
Yeah, that was literally what was happening.
Yeah.
That was the world does not need another video course debate. So good.
Karen Bowie, I don't know. Karina Bowie. We are gonna we're gonna crowdsource the next verse for the song next week, assuming I'm on a trade the close and it's slow. And you guys can help write the next verse, and then we'll write a third verse, and then we'll have the whole song by the end of June.
Oh, does Nick even know about the song?
Of
No.
course.
Do I know about a
No,
song?
he
I just saw you
doesn't.
had a guitar at one point and sang a part from the stream.
Yep, you know about the song then.
That's
all
the
you
one.
needed.
I may try.
By
to
the
buy
way,
this.
chat, I told Willow that I did that and she wanted to see it, and she confirmed it was indeed cringe. And I knew she was going to say that, but at least she's honest.
Attention traders, it's algo time.
I didn't even realize it was 350.
That's right.
I kind of want to buy this, but let's see what happens. And the old adage, nothing ever happens.
Watch it be like yesterday, where nothing happened during the afternoon session. As soon as we get off, market starts going in the exact direction that we were all waiting for.
Demi 221, you just need level 2 data. You don't need a specific data feed. You just need level 2. There are many different data feeds that exist. There's CQG, which is what I use here on Ninja, because that's, I believe, what our cash accounts are routed through. There is Rhythmic, there is Denali. There are lots of different data feeds. In order to see the full depth of market, you just need level 2. Otherwise, you're just going to see the current ask and current bid, and there's not really anything to glean from that. Jacob Brooks asks, Selma, do you trade FVGs?
I answered that in the chat. No, I do not. You are
You answered
far.
questions in the chat?
Well, yeah, you were talking, and it wasn't like it was just a yes or no.
Bro, just jump
No,
in, man.
it was good. No, it's good. By the way, you're reading old chat. That's like 10 minutes ago.
He just asked it again. He said he had to
You
step
don't know
away.
that. Someone may have asked it again. Yeah. Look,
Oh,
I had
did
to step
he?
away. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I replied to you in the chat. No, I do not trade FEGs. Didn't realize he said that again.
Selma's the president of the chat. She's
What
sleeping
about
on the
what
job
about-
over there.
I don't know the difference. What about IFVGs?
No,
Do you know
I don't
I
trade
figured out the
anything.
difference the other day?
There's a difference? I don't know. I just bought a
Yes.
domain. That was the whole joke. I don't know the difference. I just bought the domain instead.
Wait, you bought the domain?
Well, I bought a domain.
Okay,
Nick's
what is
been
it?
domain maxing.
Yes.
Bro, someone would pay good money for that.
Probably.
But no, Chad, I do not trade ICT. Yeah, see, Stringbean knows. I always answer in the chat. If it's something quick, like, you know.
But Stowe, what is the difference? Because I don't know.
Oh, all right. So, like, imagine this is how I was able to unpack it in my own dumb brain.
Wait, pause for a second, because if you missed this bit months ago, or maybe it was last year at some point, Stowe was going to set on a task to become an ICT trader for about a month.
Yeah.
So
F
that's
minus
the whole
to
that's
that.
the whole
That did not happen.
That's the preamble here for this bit.
All right. So imagine that. Okay, we have this single print on ES from 7600 to 7602. For the sake of argument, let's call this an FVG. It's not quite the same thing, but whatever. If this fills and we get to the other side of it, then you still have that single print marked, and you fade it on the retest. So it's a invert. So the single print fills, you go below it, you come back to it, and then you sell that. So it's a inverse fair value gap.
Ah. It would help if I probably knew what an FVG was to begin with too. But you
Yeah,
know,
it's
hey,
just it from my basic understanding, it's a single print on whatever time frame you want it to be on. So as we understand single prints,
So
we only
not-
use 30-minute periods because we are auction market theory nerds.
So if someone told me they trade 30-minute FVGs, that's my homie. That person and I know what we're talking about.
It's close. Leo has a way to explain this that it's not quite the same thing, but yeah, I don't know. But you can have a 5-minute FVG that is essentially a 5-minute single print where price moved through that in the last 5 minutes and did not retest it. So that's going to print a 5-minute FVG.
Got it. What about volume-based candles? Can we be at the forefront of doing those FVGs?
Dude, I mean, we can make up whatever silly, dumb lore lie we want to. If you want, are you trying to come up with weird stuff? Because I love
I got
weird
the domain.
stuff.
We could throw some stuff. I got a number of domains at this point because this is what happens when you have too much time and too much disposable income.
No, Jaro, I disagree. It's not a ripoff. It's just a different way to explain the same thing. And it's a different way to explain a similar thing. So,
Yes.
however anybody chooses to learn and dissect the way that the market functions is fine, as long as it works for that person. There is no incorrect or correct lore. There is only the lore that works for you. See also, this thing is run by lizard men. If you want to believe that, or lizard women, or both, or it could be a combination.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, there's plenty of good old conspiracies in the market.
Yeah.
Going back to, market makers control everything. And that goes back, I mean, as early as the GME, the GameStop days too, where, it was all manipulated apparently. So not just a classic delta and gamma squeeze. That is a very common thing that can happen in short selling. So, but yeah, mythical market maker lizard people. Yes. Also that.
No, I think I said that the other day, Jaro, because I try to explain this all the time. Because there is no aside from making jokes, which I feel anything should be the target for. If something's funny, I prioritize jokes over everything else. Lord knows there's enough auction market theory jokes to go around, or tape reader jokes.
I mean, yeah. We make fun of ourselves so much. I'm so self-deprecating on the internet. Like, good luck.
Wow, NQ was just selling off.
I know. 100 points. Who was the guy that said, Nick, should I short 600s or do you want to look at 600s? Well, congratulations. Hopefully you did and didn't listen to me. You said, I don't really want to short it here because there's a previous week high or previous day close was like 40 points higher.
I actively told them not to. In fact, as I was explaining what the tiny auction conversation was up there, I said, you probably shouldn't just sell it because you happen to see that that's selling one for a second, but I'm selling one for, I don't know, 100 points.
Yeah, it'll work.
The thing you don't know. You got to find the pattern that works for you, and then you have to figure out how to manage your risk so that you don't blow up while you're trying to trade it for profit. Timothy,
Timothy, what's up?
What's up,
Yo,
Did you know you're him?
I did not know that until just a second.
congratulations.
Well, your new name is now Timothy.
All right. Well, great trade, Salma.
Thank you. Almost got stopped out, and I'm thinking I should just close out here instead of risking it.
No,
Did you get to 750?
We got to 752, and then we started to
Interesting.
come back down.
Oh,
and,
so it went to exactly the price that I thought it was going to go to, and then turn around.
Yep. He
Oh,
literally
man.
just guessed too. He didn't even. He was just like, "What's the next round number that we're going to?"
Dude, I used to trade the Dow all the time. I
really?
don't. Yeah. I don't anymore
Oh.
because it's just too much for me to look at, and it's not. And I got plenty on my hands with NQ and ES, but just look at every 50-point rotation on that thing. The book is so thin; it likes every 50 points. It's not. You might think that's weird to say out loud, but Check it out.
It can be worse than Farm's 420 and 69 number levels on NQ. So
Unfortunately, those are real too. I would wish those weren't, but they are.
Yep.
Alrighty
Curious
then.
why Nick didn't try short.
Sorry,
Just
Jim.
wasn't
Sorry,
time.
Jim.
No,
Sorry, Jim.
welcome to NinjaTrader Live. Nick, are you in a position still?
No, people were wondering why I didn't short because that looks like the type of Nick trade that I would normally
Yeah.
take in the afternoon, which is very true. I don't know, just didn't feel like fading it. We had previous day high NES a little higher. You had settlement for NQ a little bit higher. Just seemed like it was going to get that final M period new high of the day punch.
Yeah, no, a little bit of profit taken at the end here, it looks like, but tomorrow's another day. The Bitcoin has a little bit of a constructive shadow at the bottom of the body of the daily candle today, so that's interesting, but I'm still bearish that also.
Oh, it just got stopped out.
Stowe's out.
Now watch it rip. Now that the market's closed.
Yeah, did a good job anyway.
Thank you. Try.
All right, tomorrow, by the way, I have good news for everybody.
Okay.
Tomorrow, the Pip Czar, Blake Morrow, is back on the show.
Hell yeah.
Let's
Extended
go.
vacation. I don't know where he went, but there we go. So he'll be joining us early in the morning. And then let's see what else we have. Hang on a second. I got my cheat sheet right over here. Of course, Shy and me. And the Mighty Packs for Capital Preservation Friday. Don't want to miss a Capital Preservation
God, it's
Friday with
Friday.
packs ever.
Yeah.
Midday markets, XYZ and Christian will be with us again as usual. And then Lumi is going to join us along with Stowe. Stowe's coming back tomorrow. Sweet.
That's right, baby.
Love it. Well, we should have some fireworks. We should have some movements. We should have some price action and maybe some good news bits going to hit the tapes tomorrow. You never know. It's a Friday though, so who knows?
Capiche?
Capiche? Banana.
Any event, let's give these guys a round of applause. They did a great job today. All right. And tomorrow we're going to also explore, for those of you interested, live cattle. Tracy talked about it today. We had a humongous green candle today, and we're going to talk about that tomorrow morning, early in the morning. So having said all that, folks, appreciate everybody being here with us in NinjaTrader Live. Thank you for participating in the chat. For those of you who did, thank you for listening to us. Those of you who didn't, really appreciate you guys. Best trading community I've ever been involved with, and I've been involved in a lot of them for many years. So as a matter of fact, when Stowe was rattling off all of these data feeds, I'm like, yep, I use that. Yep, I use that. Yep, I use that. So I've been around a long time, but this has been very fantastic. And these three in particular, great contributors to the network. So thank you guys for doing that.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you. Thanks, him.
All right. Most important message of the day. All right. I don't know what that means, but I'll laugh. The most important message of the day, as usual, please be safe out there. Be good to each other. I'll see you tomorrow.
Ciao, guys.
Better guys.